I'll call her back.
Good morning and welcome to your weekly health transformation webinar. I'm Erin Kay, the health coach at the Park City office, and today I am talking about my favorite subject, health coaching. So let's dive right in, but first, our mission here at East West Health is to help as many people as we can live pain-free. And a foundational piece of that is education. So health coaching is a big part of our wellness programs and our stem cell therapy programs because it's such a pivotal educational piece. This is where we bridge the gap between the providers and you making real lifestyle changes. So we also have free resources for all of our patients. We have our wellness classes going on weekly at all of our clinics. We have the Kajabi access. That's your online portal that you are given access to. Take advantage of that. There are so many valuable tools on there. The wellness classes are on there if you cannot make it in. You have other videos on different topics on Kajabi. Play around at the top. There's different tabs and investigate. Look at all the different classes. There's also PDFs on there on different topics like organic foods and stress and adrenal health. So take a look at Kajabi if you have not logged on. Plus, if you're in a wellness program, it is part of your 8 steps to getting your black belt certificate. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. You also have your binder. Your curriculum binder is sent to you as soon as you are an acupuncture patient, stem cell therapy patient, or a wellness program member. You are emailed our wellness binder. It's 180 pages, I think it is, of incredible content. So please take a look at that. Ask your health coach or someone in the office to send that to you if you have not seen that, and jump onto Kajabi. You might have some fun. So anyways, I want to talk to you today about the 5 W's of health coaching. And then we'll do a Q&A at the end if you have any questions. But first I want to tell you about my journey. I didn't just become a health coach out of blue. So where I started is I was a college athlete, played soccer at the University of Utah. So I thought I was healthy. And I was a teacher for 5 years. And all of a sudden I just was tired. I was losing weight. So I was on that end. I wasn't feeling myself. There was just something wrong. And went to the doctor, and I have a thyroid issue. I have hyperthyroid. Gave me a pill, sent me on my way. But then I started to think to myself, I thought I was healthy. What's going on? What am I doing wrong? Or what do I need to change? So the first place I looked at was, what was I putting in my body? So I really had to start a journey with changing my nutrition lifestyle. And that's where my journey began. I started doing paleo, so I cut out all the grains, and that really made me feel good. I cut out dairy, a little fruit, lots of protein, lots of fat, lots of veggies. And that's where I really started to see some differences and feel better. But going back, I was not taking care of myself while I was teaching. I was drinking mochas and frappuccinos and all the good stuff from Starbucks that you get addicted to. But that's all I was eating throughout the day. And chocolate banana breads and just sugar just to keep going and feel good. So that's where I started to look at myself and go, what am I doing wrong here? What do I need to change? And that's where I started my health and wellness journey. So if you're just starting, or if you're in the middle or you're at the end, keep going, do the work, and enjoy your new life, because you will get there, I promise. So let's jump into what a health coach can do for you on your journey, because I went through it alone and I had to navigate a lot of stuff myself. But that's what we're going to be here for you as health coaches. So 5 W's, let's start. Who? Well, you have a health coach at every office. We have Jenny at the Salt Lake office. We have Kylie at the new Pleasant Grove office. And then you've got Christy down in the St. George office. And of course, I'm up here in the Park City office. And what is a health coach? Well, we are your guide by your side. And I want you to kind of remember that little rhyme. We're the guide by your side. And we're here to help you succeed with the goals that you set for yourself. We're going to help you with those goals, setting them, and we are going to hold you accountable. That is the biggest piece of a health coach. We will hold you accountable. We will help you set those, and then we will guide you on your journey. And like I said before, we bridge that gap between all the recommendations and information that the providers are giving you, and we help you make the real lifestyle changes. So you meet with your provider, and then you're meeting with your health coach. And it's just going to be a team effort. And you're included. Don't forget you. You have to put in the work too. And we're going to talk about that a little bit at the end. So I want you to think, besides an East-West health provider, when was the last time you got to sit down for 30 minutes or more and really be heard by a medical provider? Most doctor appointments, I remember my just primary, most of those are rushed appointments. They're writing a script for you for something, and you leave totally confused, or you forgot to ask all the questions you wanted to ask. Am I right? Have you guys been there? Well, that's usually how healthcare works. But here at East West, we're trying to change the game a little bit. In a typical doctor's office, there's no time to talk nutrition, let alone stress management, physical activity, career, relationships, spirituality, detoxing, or your mindset. There's no time to talk about that. So that's where I love to come in as a health coach and sit down and listen to you. What's going on? What are the obstacles? How can we get around things? What are solutions? So that's what we're here for. And that reminds me of a patient that I had. We did not talk. We had six visits together. We did not talk about nutrition. We maybe talked about it for 10 minutes of one of the sessions. We talked about relationships and her career and how those were so out of balance. And that's why she wasn't losing weight. It wasn't all about what she was putting in her mouth, the food, her diet. Of course, that's important. Don't get me wrong. Yes, nutrition and diet, so very important. But so are the other primary foods in your life. You have to have other things in your life balanced so that your nutrition can balance out your relationships. Career can balance out your physical activity. We're all a whole person. Do you guys agree with that? Can you chat? And what do you think about a health coach helping you with career and relationships and physical activity, and not just going through a detox or nutrition, but really delving into looking at your whole life, because it's not just about diet. So that's kind of the fun part of having a health coach, is that you can come and talk things through. All right, let's move on to where. All right, where do you want to go with your health and wellness goals? Your East-West health coach will guide you to set short and long-term goals for yourself. Each visit, you will create 2 to 3 action steps, and you will work on those in between your sessions. Those are your baby steps that are going to get you to your bigger goals. So you set your goals, And then you're working towards them every session with your health coach. Your baby steps, that's where they all come from. And you set those recommendations with your health coach. And it could be anything from, I'm going to practice my guitar 2 to 3 times a week with my teacher or by myself, or whatever the goal, the little recommendation might be. Or I am going to work on organizing my office for 30 minutes a day, every day. Or I am going to get an app to help me with tracking my water intake or my daily routine. That was another one that I had a patient. One of her recommendations was she had to get an app and choose one and actually use it. And I checked in with her, and she had found one that she really liked, and it had all these graphs, and she was really happy with it. So when? Okay, we're to the when. When are you going to meet with your health coach? Well, you will meet with your East-West health coach at a certain starting point, and then you will meet every 2 weeks. And 4-month and 6-month wellness programs have 6 visits. A 12-month wellness program has 12 visits. And if you are a stem cell therapy patient, you get 1 nutrition visit with your health coach. And the certain starting point is going to be different for everybody. So don't worry if your team of providers hasn't mentioned health coaching yet, or it hasn't come up. Sometimes we like all the labs to come back, all the results, so that we can really dive into understanding your results and treating accordingly. Sometimes we feel like the patient might really benefit from starting right out the gate and starting with health coaching right away. So everyone's different. Everyone's wellness program is customized towards them. So you might start in the middle beginning of your program. You might start right at the beginning, but we will determine that starting point for you. And if you feel like you need to start at a certain time, you tell us. You're in charge of your health too. So we will let you know when. Let's get started. And I like to always start with goals. So everyone's health coach is going to be a little different, and that's because we're all different. But I like to start with short and long-term goals and getting to know you, and then we can branch out and go from there. So what's the last W here? Why? Why do we at East West feel like it's an important part of a wellness program? Or why do we feel health coaching is important for our stem cell therapy patients? Why does a stem cell therapy patient need a health coaching visit? Why are visits with your East-West health coach important? So can anyone chime in or chat in their box of why might you feel this is important after hearing about what we really want to achieve with our health coaching piece? What do you guys think? Any comments or thoughts on why your visits might be important, why we've included them in the wellness program? Any ideas? Let me see if anyone's chatting. I don't think so. Well, let me put out a question to you guys that are on. Is anyone working with a health coach right now or has in the past, even if they weren't worth the East-West one? Ooh, okay, so Janae said, we're clear about what our goals are. Yes. Hopefully you've written them down or you have them posted somewhere. Ooh, this leads me to a great point about goals. I had a patient do a vision board, and he was techie, so he had it on his phone, and he came in so excited to his visit the next time. It was like his second visit after we made goals, and he showed me this cool vision board on his phone and all the whys, and he was so excited, and he looked at that every single day. He had it on his phone somehow and looked at that and got excited and motivated and inspired. So Janae, you're right. You're clear about your goals. You know where you stand. You know where you want to go, and you're working on them constantly. And your coach should be holding you accountable texting you, emailing you. Hey, did you drink water? So we try to have fun. It's all about 80-20, right? 80% of the time, or 90-10 if you want to be really strict, 80% of the time you are nourishing your body, you are doing what you want to do for your goals, and 10% or 20% is life. You know, we have social gatherings and late nights and birthday parties and things that come up. So do it and get on with the next day. 80-20. Anybody else have any comments about working with a health coach so far? Or why health coaching might be important to you? Or anybody can't wait to get started with their health coach? Any comments? Thank you, Janae, by the way, of chiming in there. I loved that comment. The last piece that I want to talk about is the how. So we did the 5 W's. Now, how? Well, what does that really mean? How do you see yourself succeeding with your health coach? Visualize, sit back and visualize those visits. I like to be informed. This is a comment. I like to be informed and have all the correct info I need to help me be successful. Yes. Yes. You now have knowledge. Once you go through a wellness program and you have knowledge about your results and you have knowledge from the providers and you have all this education at your fingertips and you're meeting with your health coach and you're learning things, now you are responsible. You have knowledge now that you can carry with you and do something about. And that's the fun part. You are now in the know of society. You understand. And now, like you said, I think this is Janae still, she has correct info. And that can help her succeed and take that with her throughout her whole life now. Once her program's over, yes, we would love you to keep working with East West, but we know that we want you to go out and fly on your own. And hopefully we've given you those tools to do so. So thank you for the comment. But I want you to sit back too and visualize, how does it look, you working with your health coach? What are some things that you are going to ask or want to know or get guidance with? Because that's what we're here for. We are here to guide you and hold you accountable. And that's what health coaching and your program is all about. You have to put in the work. We're here for you. And then we let you go out into the world and enjoy the life you've created. Some more comments. Personalized information, not just a pill to fix it, something tailored to you specifically. Yes, we're all different. All my sessions with my patients are so different. And that's what I love. That's what I love. That's what us health coaches love. We have different experiences. There's different obstacles. Everyone is working towards something different for themselves, and it's tailored to you and your goals. So just know that it is so exciting to work with our patients, and we have so much fun. We do. We really, really do. And if you work with me, you always have to be ready for what's new and good. That is going to be my first question to you every session, so you better be ready. All right, let's kind of wrap up. I do want to say one thing about the how. I love, as a health coach, seeing that light bulb go off. And I just sit back, and my patients are figuring things out on their own. They're finding that solution by talking it through, and then they're actually putting something down on paper, like a recommendation that they're going to do going forward. And that light bulb is the best feeling ever. I almost sometimes cry during health coaching sessions. I know that's really weird, but I get so excited and so happy to see my patients, that light bulb go off, and them understanding something and knowing how they can help themselves. So you're going to get there. If you're not there already, or you're working on it, your light bulb will go off, and I might cry. All right. So thank you so much for your comments that you guys have chimed in. It really, really helps and start a conversation. So don't hesitate for anybody else to chime in. I'm just going to kind of wrap up with, before we do our Q&A, because I want you to ask a health coach. I'm here for you right now. So, but I want to end with encouraging you to build the life that you've always wanted. And health is your greatest wealth. Remember that. Health is your greatest wealth. Put in the work, be coachable, ask questions, and be you. And we will be here for you as a team, okay? Everyone is different and amazing, and I can't wait to work with you. So hopefully I get to up here in Park City, and you guys are all so wonderful that you make our East-West Health family thrive. So if you know anyone, on that note, if you know anyone that could benefit from our wellness programs or stem cell therapy and health coaching in general, write their name in the box, chat it to me with their phone number or email, and we'll get a hold of them. We'll reach out to them. That would be really awesome for our family to do that for another person. And okay, so let's open it up to questions. Q&A, ask a health coach. What would you want to know? What's always on your mind about health coaching? Or what did I not answer for you? Any questions? This is the fun part. I see 3 of you on, so I know that we've got some questions. Anybody? I'd love to answer some questions. Or see some names pop up there that we can help. Maybe it's your friend, family member, coworker. A lot of patient referrals that we have helped people. So, all right, questions. I'm ready for you. Let's see. My favorite quote, and if you have been up in the Park City office, you probably have heard me say this: wellness is not about willpower. It's about having a plan. That's my favorite topic as a health coach. Well, one of my favorites. It's helping people plan out things to be successful. Could be meal planning. It could be exercise planning. It could be stress management planning, but just planning in general. So remember, wellness is not about willpower. It's not slapping yourself on the wrist or feeling deprived. It's about having a plan. That makes you successful. I see a question, I think. Can I call the office at any time if I have a question, or even email? Yes, I encourage you, please. I am always available to answer any questions that I can when I'm at the office, and I try sometimes to jump on email at home. But please, yes, and give us about 24 hours to get back with you if it's email. But if you're calling in, definitely ask for one of the health coaches if it's something specific like that, and we will get back with you. I know Christy down in St. George, Jenny at Salt Lake, and Kylie down in Pleasant Grove. We're here for you guys. And I know that we would want you guys to reach out. So yes, please don't worry about bugging us or feel like that you're being a bother. You are in this wellness program. It's part of your job. In a sense, it's part of our job to help you. So we're going to work together. So yes, please. And if you want to be held accountable in a certain way, you should be talking about that with your health coach. One of my patients was like, I want you to text me every week or in between our sessions at least once a week. So I put a reminder on my end and I text her and we talk a little bit, and then that's it. But you have to tell your health coach, like, I like email. I don't like email. I don't ever look at it. I want a text. I want a phone call. So communicate with your health coach about how to be held accountable, because we're going to do it in some way. We're gonna kick your butt. So let's see. I'm just reading some comments and questions over here on the side. So call in or email, and we will make sure that we get back with you. Okay. And I'll make sure with all of our health coaching team that we are available to our patients for that. And if you want to put in the subject line, health coach question, so maybe it gets forwarded on to the right person, or ask your health coach for their specific email. And then you guys can chat that way. That might be the best way to really just get a hold of your health coach, because we are here for you all the time. But like I said, give us 24 hours to get back with you. It probably won't take that long, but with schedules and such, give us a minute to get back with you. But definitely, we're here for you. All right, any more questions that you would like to ask a health coach about visits, about primary foods, the career, the relationships, the spirituality, the diet, how it all correlates together to make you a whole person, or, why we've included it, or anything at all. I'll give about another minute here. Looks like we have one more question, which I love. Thank you so much for participating. I'm trying to see who my attendees are. All right. We've got some great people on today. Thank you so much for joining us. Looks like someone has one more question, so I'll wait for that to come through. And remember, if you have anybody that you would like to, or for us to reach out to, please type it in the box, and or they can call us, and we will talk them through meeting with one of our providers to see if East West is right for them. It looks like we have another question. I hope you don't mind me reading these out loud. If I feel like I need herbs but haven't gotten my blood work done, is it okay to take some herbs, like herbs and supplements this person is talking about? Will it mess with what they are able to see, what is going wrong with me? Okay, so sounds like maybe you haven't gotten a lot of your results back. Is that right? And you feel like you need to take some supplements right now because you're not feeling great? Is that what I'm hearing? The blood work has not come back yet. Just by what I'm reading right there, I would say check with your provider before you start taking anything to see what they suggest would be the right course for you to go. They might not want you to start anything, or they might say, yeah, jump on some vitamin D right now. That is going to help. Or, yes, I think you definitely need to take a probiotic. I think everybody should be on a probiotic. But check with your provider at your next acupuncture even, if there's a specific herb or supplement that you feel like you should be getting on. I'm just reading our comments here. So the blood work, need to wait to track one more. Okay. I would really reach out to a provider at your next session or your next visit and ask them specifically what herb or supplement you are referring to and why. Why do you feel like that's an herb or supplement that you need to be on? If you've gotten a lot of the other results back, but not blood work, maybe you guys are already working with herbs and supplements, but reach out to your acupuncturist or your medical provider at your certain office at your next visit. And sometimes your health coach can be that go-between. And so reaching out to, if you're at the Salt Lake office, Jenny, or Christy down in St. George, or Kylie in Pleasant Grove, reach out to them and maybe they can get that answer for you as well. So, all right. Well, I hope I answered that for you the best I could. But if you feel like you need something, then usually your body's telling you something that you need to know. And if you feel like you need to be on something, it might be the right course, but check in with your provider. And maybe you're waiting for that blood work though. So it's one of those. All right. Well, I have had an amazing time on here with you today, and I hope that you have learned something about the importance of getting with your health coach during your wellness programs and not letting those visits go. We won't let you. We will not let you slide. So don't even think about it. Remember, wellness is not about willpower. It's about having a plan. And I have had an amazing time with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And I'll see you the next time on your health transformation webinar. Take care, East West Health family. Love you.